Is it recording? It's finally time to find out why your dad loves his New Balance sneakers more than he loves you. So the New Balance sneakers have been one of the most requested shoes ever on the channel. I've had dads faxing me, calling me, paging me nonstop to get these shoes on the channel, so we're finally gonna do them and see what's inside of them. So let's go over the shoe information. So the brand is New Balance, in my opinion, the best sneakers in the world. The model is the 624. The colorway is the white and navy, God bless America. And they weigh 1 pound even, and they're made in Indonesia. So now let's go over the information we can gather about these shoes before we cut them in half, starting with the leather. So this is a chrome tan leather, and chrome tan is kind of the preferred choice for sneakers because it's durable, it's long lasting, and it's gonna last as much as you take care of it. My favorite thing about this leather is the white color patinas beautifully from those 6 a.m. dewy morning lawn mowing sessions. They just look really beautiful after some intended use, some real use on these shoes. And then to the lining, so this is a fabric lining. It's not the most durable out there, but it is moisture wicking. So for those long nights in the garage, reorganizing the garage and categorizing stuff, you're not gonna sweat so bad that you're gonna get that swamp foot. They're gonna keep your feet nice and dry. And then to the construction, so this is a cemented construction, not the best construction, but it's basically the only construction out there for sneakers, unless you're getting the high-end sneakers. But they should last at least until the kids are out of the house. But let me tell you a little secret. You buy 2 pairs of these bad boys, rotate them every day, and you might be able to stretch them until you can cash out that 401k. Next is the insole. So these are just kind of a cheap insole, nothing great. They're just a thin layer of foam with some fabric on top. But here's the beauty of this. These bad boys are removable, which means you can head down to the Walgreens, pick yourself up some Dr. Scholl's, and they might even be covered by Medicare. Next to the outsole, so this is a beautiful 3-tone hex grip rubber outsole to ensure that when you're chasing those doorbell ditch and dillweeds down the road, you got plenty of grip. You're gonna catch those little bastards. Then to the midsole. So this is a freaking soft midsole. And it's EVA foam, it's got plenty of cushioning, and it's gonna give you that comfort for those long Saturday barbecues or walking around the Home Depot aimlessly because you're too much of a man to ask for help.
Hi there. Is there a project you're working on?
I know more than you.
All right.
It's a really soft, comfortable outsole, and that's the main reason dads like these shoes, is the comfort. Finally, to the fit, feel, and look, one of the most important aspects and one of the shining aspects of this shoe. And here's the thing, these bad boys are some of the most versatile sneakers in the entire world. They pair really well with slacks, knee-high jean shorts, and if you haven't developed that GP yet, you can even get away with wearing these bad boys at church. And the beauty of these things is you're gonna like the way you look, I guarantee it, as long as you're pairing it correctly. And so now it's time to cut these things in half and find out why you love these sneakers more than you love your own kids. Clomps is the sponsor of this video, and you might have seen Clomps on this channel before because they dropped their very first sandal on this channel and it sold out in under 12 hours. So if you missed out on the initial drop of these bad boys, you can still get in on the pre-order for the shirt. So Clomps is doing a one-time pre-order on this specific shirt. So if you missed out on the drop of the actual sandals, now is your opportunity to get one of the t-shirts. They're only doing a limited order and a limited run of these things. So be sure to check that link in the description and support Clomps. It's a solid company making some of the most amazing footwear in the entire world. Now let's get to the cutting footage, and don't forget Clomps' classic slogan that everyone knows, where would you wear your wood? Check them out via the link in the description. Do you have any idea how much 2x4s are these days? They make sandals out of these things? That's crazy. Sell them for 30 bucks. Sandals out of a 2x4? That's crazy. All right, we got these son of a guns cut in half. Let's see what's inside of them. So here's the thing, come here. So they say there's a shank in this shoe, but the thing is, once you get it cut in half, you see that it's just a little bit of a kind of a thick fiberboard of fibrous or matted material shank that doesn't actually do anything. It's kind of like calling a Joann fabric store a hardware store. It's technically has some hardware in it, it technically has a shank in it, but it doesn't do anything, and it's not really a shank. It doesn't do anything. It's see how loose and bendable it is? That shank is not gonna do you any favors when you're hanging your Christmas lights. And the other thing I noticed is how cheap this counter material is, because if you're like me and you're too lazy to reach down and just untie your shoes and pull them off like you're supposed to, and you just push your toe against the heel, pry them off, you're gonna break this counter. It's a pretty fragile and cheap counter, so just be careful when you buy these bad boys that you don't pry them off like all of us do, that you take the time to unlace them and treat them like they deserve to be treated. Overall, this is a pretty solid shoe. It's gonna do exactly what you want it to do for that price range. You know, you could increase the price of this shoe and upgrade some of the quality materials in here, but if you're like me, you want 5 or 6 pairs of these to rotate through for different occasions, for different functions, for different purposes. You know, you might have a pair just for dress shoes. You might have a pair for work and for lawn care, and you might have several pairs in between to kind of find your sweet spot for whatever you're working on for your honey-do list. So I think these are worth a look. They're really decent quality for the price. You know, we compare them to some of the Nikes we've done before, and it's got all the same materials but for half of the price. So in my opinion, aside from the shank, these are pretty killer shoes. There's a reason that a lot of dads like these shoes more than they like their own kids, because they are dependable, they're durable, they have the comfort. It balances everything that a dad is looking for in a pair of sneakers, including the look. And thank you guys so much for everything you do. Happy Father's Day. Special shout out to my dad. He's made me everything I am today, and he has never owned a pair of New Balances, so I'm gonna get him a pair for Father's Day. Thank you guys. See ya.